I got the keys now.
Now I can see your true colors, your true colors, your true colors. Now I can see your true colors.
What's up, everyone? We are back with another episode of Making Up for Lost Time. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to everyone as we recently crossed over 1,000 subscribers, which is totally awesome. I never thought that it was going to get to this point when I first made the channel, when I was creating random dice videos, and here we are now, a little over a year later, and already over 1,000, which is great. Hopefully now we can cross the threshold to 2,000 even sooner, but I guess we'll see when the time comes. But anyways, yes, I'll be doing a special stream for that sometime in the future. Probably not for another week or so, because next week I will be going out of town for a little bit for vacation. And then what I'll also do is I'll probably do like a Q&A video. I made a post yesterday for that or so, saying that to just submit a question or something, as long as it's not too ridiculous, I guess. I'll try and be an open book about that. But anyways, yeah, I guess I could do that in like the form of video or something as well. And right now I'm in the middle of a tier 9 run. I started off with a orbless setup. I've been talking to JP978. Shout out to him. I'm trying to get this to work for myself, but I had a rough start. I didn't get the coin trade-off perk till like wave 4100 or something like that, and I was going to end the run, but I figured, you know what, I'm just going to ride this out and see how far it goes. Also, I wanted to say as well, I switched up my module to farm with. I'm now using the negative mass projector. Oh, sorry, that's death penalty. I'm using the negative mass projector now to farm. I think my reasoning is because while anti-cube is great and all, I feel like sometimes it kills enemies way too fast, which can mess with my coin average later on and stuff. So with the negative mass projector, I also like the unique effect of this module. Now, way back, I used to farm with this module when it was legendary, but I got rid of it because I thought it was trash. Turns out it's actually not too bad. I kind of like it, and I want to see if I could get this to Ancestral eventually, and then see how it does for me. And I mean, the trade-off for this is I have more wall health with this one than my anti-cube for a little bit less defense percent. I think like one or two less defense percent. But I could always re-roll this and try and get the mythic one, which will be better. But that's fine for now. But yes, basically, I've been trying to get this orbless setup where I start off with like 30 meter range and try and make as many coins as I can before I basically put everything in. Well, I upgrade everything and then AFK the whole time. I'm going to have to do another run with this because I'm pretty sure I could have made a lot more coins by now. I'm only at 13.3 trillion at the moment, and it's wave 66, 61. I guess if I would have waited another 30 seconds to say that, I could have said that I'm on wave 6666, but, you know, the timing. Anyways, but right now I'm making about 61 billion per minute. I think that's usually around what I make around this time. Maybe, I guess I make a little bit less at the time, but I don't know. Oh, there it is, 6666, speaking of the, yeah. But, yeah. I kind of wanted to see how far this would go. And then also, I just wanted to point out, in my last video, my my tier 10 run ended, I guess, early. And when I went to think of it, I mean, when I went back to look, I noticed that my attack speed card wasn't even put in. So I ended up putting it in now for this run because everything else was already put in, such as damage and berserker and stuff. And I took the 50-50 trade-off perk so that I could survive more. And I'm hoping this could go to at least wave 7,000 or so, but by the looks of it, I'm not sure. But because recently, if we go here, I recently went to wave 6914. After putting in my attack speed card at the end, I went to wave 6914 on tier 10, and we made 18.3 trillion coins, which is my highest run so far. I'm hoping this one can get to 20 trillion, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Also, we're currently at 563 trillion lifetime coins, which is awesome. Roughly 27,000 stones, which is a lot. I know. Well, no, it's not a lot to others, but yeah. And other than that, I've been doing mostly tier 10 to farm with. And I guess I tried tier 11 a couple times, but I'm only getting the wave 5100 for tier 11, so maybe I should stick to tier 9 and 10. I think others, they usually say that they farm the tier until they get their like wave 8 to 10,000. Maybe I should start doing that. I guess I just don't have the patience to go that far. But if I really want to get the most out of my runs, I guess maybe I should try and do that. Also, in other news, we hit some other milestones, by the way, I forgot to mention. I unlocked tier 16, which I think I mentioned before, and I got to wave 100. Basically, I kind of glass cannoned my way to wave 100 thanks to my chain lightning and stuff, and I ended up unlocking the card masteries, along with the scattered labs, which if we go here, I actually already got the scatter lab to level 5. My reasoning being because sometimes later on in my runs I die to scatters when I'm doing a farming run, and I feel like this lab would really help with that. I want to get it to level 10, but I have other stuff that needs to get done first. So I'm going to try and finish my ultimate weapon labs once and for all. I had a couple left, such as Death Wave coin bonus. I got it to level 18. It's going to 19 now. I'm going to max that. Along with the Golden Tower duration. Now, on my effective path sheet, it has this a little bit further down the list, but I want to get this out the way now because this is a good lab to do, and it'll definitely help with my econ. I'm still doing Chronofield duration. It's currently going to level 26. I wanted to gem this, but I'm just going to wait a little bit. I guess maybe when there's like 100 gems left, then I'll rush it, but I'm not going to spend 800 gems to rush this right now. And I'm now working on my reroll shards lab because I want to get that to at least level 50, and then I want to do the daily mission shards. As you can see here for the labs, recently I did a couple levels into wall health. I did 41, 42 for wall health. And as you can see here, I put another level into wall rebuild. I did that for the tournament because I want my wall to come up sooner. And I also re-rolled a module effect on my anti-cube so that it would come up sooner as well, since I use that for tournaments. Also, in other news, I maxed out the orb boss hit lab. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I always put it off, and I figured it's a quick lab. Let's just get it out the way, and I got it done finally. So now I don't have to worry about it anymore. So later on, I don't have to worry about it. Also, we got our standard perk bonus to level 22. I am resuming that lab now. I believe someone was mentioning not to sleep on that in the last video in the comments. So I want to try and finish this as well. This is a very long lab as well. Also, I got my wall thorns to level 11. That was another key upgrade. I wanted to strengthen my wall a little bit. I may want to do another level into wall thorns, but I definitely want to do wall regen another level into level 12 if I can. As you can see here, reroll shards to 40, and I did a health regen upgrade. Death Wave health is now maxed. That's max level as well, which has been very convenient for me. I did two levels into Shockwave size to level 13. I did this for the tournament runs to account for my range, because I run max range, because the tower range is 149 meters, and I think the level 11 Shockwave size still doesn't reach the edge of the tower range, so I might want to do another level into that maybe, and then I could just tone that down in the lab before I do another run. I put one level into Chain Thunder, but I don't see that being any good until I get Chain Lightning Plus. But if I'm correct, the issue with that is by the time I unlock that, I'm already going to switch to Glass Cannon probably. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I also finished Defense Percent finally. It is now, as of 6 days ago, it is now level 23, the Defense Percent lab. I got Spotlight Missiles to level 7. I was going to do this more, but I just don't see the point in really doing it right now. I mean, yes, it's a good lab to have, but I just don't really see the point in doing it right now because I have more important things to lab, such as my ultimate weapon labs, like my GT duration, and then when the when the GT duration is done, I'm going to do GT bonus the last level. I know it's 21 days, but it's got to get done, either now or never. Other than that, Super Crit Chance is level 3, a little bit more into health regen, and then Death Wave Cell bonus is maxed as well, which is pretty good. And right now I'm working on, Death Wave Coin bonus, Standard Perk, Reroll Shards, GT Duration, and Chrono Field Duration. When GT Duration is done, I'm switching to GT Bonus level 25, I think it is, the last level. When I get the Reroll Shards to 50, I might switch to Daily Mission Shards and then take that to max. I really want to work on my module labs because they all need work. And because what I'm beginning to see is that the more I level up my modules, the better things get for me in terms of damage and health and the farming. So like the common drop chance, I mean, this seems like a quick lab. I could definitely do that. The module coin cost, I guess I could do a little bit of that. Rare drop chance, I should definitely try to max this one. This seems like a really good lab. Shatter Shards, I have this unlocked as well because of the tier 16 milestone. I'm not going to start this yet, even though this is a very important lab to do, which I from what I understand, this is a very good lab. It's just that basically it takes forever to finish. I was trying to come up with a joke for that, but obviously I couldn't think of anything. But yes, 46 days for level 1, and the cost of the lab upgrade doesn't really bother me. The 9.16 trillion, that's not really a big deal because I could easily get that in a run at this point. So that doesn't really bother me. That's totally fine. Other than that, I'm not going to do any effect bans anytime soon because waiting 20 days or so, 12 to 20 days for one ban when I could be doing way better labs at the moment, I'm probably not going to do that. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to let this ride out, and then after this run is done, I will go ahead and we'll go ahead and talk about the workshop and things like that, along with my modules and enhancements, etc. Okay, so it looks like we died here at wave 6977. I thought this was going to go a lot further, but I guess that defense percent stat on this module really affected it. Real quick, as I'm editing this video, I just wanted to point out that I made a really dumb mistake this run, and I think I've done it a run or two before because I was thinking because I'm running EHP that I could get away with this. But what I'm saying is that what I've noticed was that there is a trade-off perk that I've been picking, this one, and it's been screwing me over on my run, so I'm going to redo another run after this after I'm done editing this video to see if that makes a difference. And then hopefully then I'll be able to go a little bit further. And then also, I think I forgot to turn on my chrono field at the end too, so that might have affected me as well. Because I know I have chrono field reduction set for like, I think it's like 14.5% damage reduction or something like that.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
I kind of want to see how far this goes with anti-cube portal. But as you can see here, we made 14.62 trillion. I died to a fast enemy. It's because I don't have a permanent black hole yet. My Achilles heel has been my Galaxy compressor still, because it's still legendary. If I could just get that to at least mythic, that would be great, but I don't think that's the case. I might need to get my multiverse to Ancestral too for a permanent black hole. I don't know. But for right now, I'm just going to have to deal with the fact that I don't have a permanent black hole, so my CC is not the best late game, but we still made 14.62 trillion. We made 87,000 cells thanks to the Death Wave cell bonus and stuff. And yeah, my golden bot made 2.17 trillion of that 14. I have been working on my golden bot as well a little bit. I wanted to sync it with a different module, which I'll get to in a second. I did Death Defy 2 times, but it just wasn't enough. Also, I just wanted to point out real quick, I wanted to give a shout out to JP978 because he helped me out with my respec. I did a respec to set this up because I had a Blender build set up before the tournament because I was trying out a different module to farm with, which I'll get to in a second. But when doing the respec, I had to change some stats around in the workshop. So like my damage is level 5,000. And reason being is because my cash could max it out anyway. Let me see. So I could put 100 levels into this. I'll put 200 in for now, 5,200. Since it'll be a lot easier to max out since my cash. So what I came to realize is because this whole time, since my cash bonus is level 62, I'm already getting a ton of cash as it is. So I guess it's okay if the damage is a little bit lower. It does. I still do max it out and run by like wave 500 to 1,000. I think by wave 1,000, I guess. But that's without free upgrades too. And then yeah. But yeah, what I wanted to say was I did a respec and these are my stats now. Everything's evenly spread out, or as one of my other friends would say, spread the love, you know. So like damage, crit, and super crit are all 1.5 now. Whereas before, if I check my respec sheet, my damage was 44, my crit was 48, and my super crit was 44. Now they're all 1.5, which is a boost. I don't need to put anything into rend armor really because it's not really going to do much for me. I think I only put it in the past to speed up the unlock of the next enhancement, but I don't really need to do anything with these two. Damage per meter is another one. It's kind of useless right now without Spotlight Plus, in my opinion. That's why I'm not really going to focus too much on it. Health and regen, same thing. They're both 1.45 at the moment. Before, my health was 1.48 and regen was 1.43. I will probably put another into health for this. And wall health is 4.5 as well. Actually, I might do wall health because wall health actually, it helped me a lot in like in Champion League and stuff. So I might put an upgrade into that. And then for the utilities, my cash bonus is only a 1.2 because I don't really need that much cash at the moment because my cash bonus is already high. And I guess the only argument that you could make is because I have the project funding. I guess I could up this a little bit. Free upgrades. I had this at 10, but I'm probably not going to be able to do that. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to just put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just 5 for now, as long as the costs don't get too high. And then recovery package, I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just for okay, you know what? I'll do 8, 9. I'll do that for now. I should have did a little bit less, but that's fine. And then what I'm going to do is instead of focusing on health and stuff, I have been, yeah, so also what I did was I switched around a couple things. What I did was I took the coins that I put into damage in the past, because before it was level 5600. I took those and put them into my level skips instead. I tried to even this out. So right now, health and this they're both level 275. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to evenly spread these out now. Now they're both 11.6 trillion, so maybe if I do 5, okay, I could do 5 and 5, and then maybe 1 and 1, I guess. 1, 1, and 1 and 2 attack. Why not? And then I have 1.2 trillion left. So let's see. Can I put anything into here? Anything into health or regen? No. Actually, you know what? What I might do is I might put the rest into trillion enhancements. Let's see. Can I put anything here? I will, I guess we'll put it into cash bonus. Why not? I'll put half in the cash bonus, and then I'll just do the rest into the workshop. I will do, also, yeah, damage per meter. I didn't put anything into this because I don't see the point if I'm trying to run a Orbless Devo run. So I guess what I'll do is I'll put the rest into, I'll put 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I guess I'll do 5,300, and I'll leave the coins at 47 billion. I have a tendency of just dumping all of my coins, but if there's a lab upgrade I need to start, it's good to have the coins just in case. Also, yeah, I forgot to mention, so tournament results. I was in Legends League, and we got a personal best. I'll show you here. We got to wave 304, and I finished 15th, which means I also got my first keys as well, which is awesome. Although what sucks is that I can't really spend them on anything in the vault because I need at least 5, because the first unlock is the enhancements discount, and I only have 2 keys and I need 5. So this means that I would have to place 15th or better in at least 3 more tournaments, assuming I get 2 keys in each one, or I don't get demoted. I don't know. But I think I'm in a safe spot now where I could stay in Legends League, because if I could get to at least wave 200 now, maybe I should be able to stay in Legends. I think also, yeah, so the run before that, I got to wave 254 in Champion, and then before that I got to 1554. Oh, sorry, I got 254 in Legends League. Sorry about that. And then I got 1554 in Champion League. Now, what was I going to say? Yeah, I don't know. I've seen others get to like wave 1700 or 1800 in Champ, and then they only go like wave 100 in Legends. So I don't know. I guess I can't complain if I'm able to do better in Legends League, because that's where the better rewards are. But the problem is the players there are a lot stronger, and yeah, I'm not going to be getting top 10 in Legend League for a long time unless I really work on my damage and stuff. Also, yes, as I was saying earlier with the respec and all, so I was tuning into the tournament stream for JP as well, and I don't know if you guys saw that, between the Death Defy and the Death Penalty, that was absolutely crazy. That was ridiculous. But one of these days I'll use Death Penalty, I'll probably use Death Penalty. I do have a Mythic Plus Death Penalty now. It just got really bad effects on it at the moment, so they're going to have to be re-rolled eventually. Also, so since we're here already, I might as well talk about my modules. I switched the farming module to the negative mass projector for now. The plus 5% defense percent, I need to get the mythic effect on it, which is plus 6, I believe. It's plus 6%, yeah. And that'll help with that. I also have knockback force and health regen and wall health, which is good. The 90% wall health, I really like that for this module, so I have a lot more health now. Maybe knockback force, I could get rid of that and put on orbs instead. Maybe if I get regular, yeah, if I get like plus 2 orbs or something like that, I think that would go good with this module. Also, in other news, we recently got a Ancestral anti-cube portal, which I'll be using for the tournaments and for milestone runs. I switched the effects on a little bit. I took out the wall health and I put in wall rebuild so that my wall can come up sooner. It's only epic, but whatever. Shockwave frequency, I still got to get that up to, I would like to get that up to at least mythic. Ancestral would be nice, but trying to get that effect has just been a pain. Also, I pulled a black hole digester last tournament, so I was able to make a mythic black hole digester. I could get this to mythic plus soon. I'm just waiting to get the fodder for this antimatter reactor. I have a legendary antimatter reactor. I just got to get a epic plus copy of it, and then I can make that to mythic plus. And the reason why I say that was because I was talking to Jay Plays recently. Shout out to him as well. And he was saying that how, because I have the black hole digester, I could try to farm with this. And basically the way this would work is I would have to use the free upgrades card and run like a blender setup. At first, I think minimum range was said, but I think if I were to run this with minimum range, I would need to get the free upgrade mastery and lock the orbs card, because at 30 meters range, the workshop orbs are too far out, and I think that would mess with the black hole coverage basically when the black hole goes off. But yeah, I do gotta. Now the only bad thing about this one is I need a better coins kill bonus effect. It's only rare. I want to get the mythic one. I don't know if the cash per wave is that good. I figured because of my cash bonus, it's a lot easier to power up things to max early on, like my level skips and all. And then I have the free utility upgrade, plus 10% to upgrade my level skips quicker to max. And then obviously plus 6 enemy attack level skip, because this is going to be for farming. Also, Jay Plays was also saying what I also could do is, since my black hole size is 70 meters, like I was saying in the last video, because when it comes to the black hole, size does matter, of course. He was saying something about trying to do Orb Devo with a 95 meter range so that I could just use the workshop orbs. And if I do that, I can customize the orb speed as long as the orb count to customize how I would run that. I have yet to try that. I do want to test that out sometime because I'm curious to see how that would do, but I don't know. I don't know how that would do. Oh, also, with the black hole digester, I could just go ahead and merge this thing, but I'm not going to do that. I don't think it's a good idea to merge away unique modules to get a higher one, unless it's like Omchip, because that module is trash, obviously, or like space display. Nah, actually no. Space display. The space one could actually be pretty good. Sorry, for whatever reason I can't pronounce it today, but whatever. But yeah, I'll just keep that for now. Also, I probably should re-roll my effects on my Astral Deliverance eventually. I want to get a Ancestral Critical Chance and Super Crit Multi. I guess that's fine at Mythic. I would like to get that to Ancestral eventually, but the Critical Chance is pretty cool, because if I get Mythic Critical Chance, I would have 100% or over 100% Critical Chance, which would be great. But that's for another time. My reroll shards, I need to save up some more. Oh, my Multiverse Nexus, I need to reroll these effects because of inner landmine damage sucks, and GT bonus, I need to get that to Mythic. So I think it would be plus 3 times so that I could make even more coins. Black hole size is okay. Death wave the quantity, that's super awesome. I'm glad I got that now. My dimension core. So funny enough, last week I was laying in bed and I was doing the re-rolls on this dimension core, and I re-rolled a mythic chronofield speed reduction. I got extra hype about it. I took a screenshot of it. I posted it in one of the Discords I'm in to show it off. And then I did a force save on my game because I wanted to switch to my iPad because I was on the phone at the time. When I went over to the iPad, I forgot to close the game on it, so it opened up the game and said that it was open on another device. When I went to reopen the game, after I closed the game out of both devices, when I went back in on my iPad, it wiped out that roll because it wiped my save back to like the night before when I was doing my milestone run on tier 12, which I failed miserably, of course. And I ended up losing the effect. At first, I opened up a ticket with support immediately after because I was pissed. I was like, damn, like I just lost, because I was like, yo, I basically hit Exodia on this module and now it's gone. So I look like a fool now because I lost the effect because I really wanted that. And so I opened up a ticket with support and I said I re-rolled for this mythic effect. Can you roll back my cloud save like 10 minutes from like 15 minutes ago, like 10 minutes ago or so? And they didn't get back to me because it was Easter weekend. They didn't get back to me till like 3 days later. So at that point, I was like, you know what? Nah, fuck this, dude. Like I'm already playing it. It's already been 3 days. I'm already progressed so much. And I also got my anti-cube to Mythic and all. Or maybe that was before that, actually. But yeah, I already made a lot of good progress with labs and stuff, so I was like, nah, like, forget it. I did some rerolls, and I got an epic effect for now, which is nothing, but it's still better than nothing. Well, it's not really nothing. It's just not as good as it should be. It's better than nothing, though. But we'll work on that. So, yeah. So I know others, they play on their PC with LD Player. I generally don't like to play on LD Player because I usually prefer to play on my iPad. It is 120 FPS because it's an iPad Pro. So frames per second is not an issue on this device. It runs very smooth. The issue is more so when I use my Android phone. I don't know why. When I use my Galaxy phone, the game tends to overheat it, and then which can drop the frame rate because the phone gets really hot, even though that can run 120 FPS as well. So that's why I prefer using my iPad. Now, if I'm on the computer, sometimes, yes, I can use LD Player, but I guess that would prevent this issue with the game saves missing or like losing my game save, because this is the second time this occurred, really, in like 2 weeks. But I guess it's kind of my fault because I need to make sure the game is not running on either device before I open it on a new device, basically. But yeah, so that's the modules. And also, my biggest Achilles heel has been this module, the triangle one. And the reason I say that is because if you look there, I have 14,000 shards for that module, but because my G-Comp is legendary, I can't upgrade those levels. That's another reason why I was using the Black Hole Digester, because with my shards, I can get this up to a level 113, which is way better than 100. And so I need to find a way to either use the Black Hole Digester more or get my Galaxy Compressor to Mythic finally. I mean, but then again, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only player that's been looking for for G-Comp for a long time. Not to say any names, but yeah. Because the whole joke about how G-Comp doesn't exist, I mean, I guess that's why you would say that. But yeah. Now, also for the labs, I do want to end up doing the module labs more. I'm doing the reroll shards now to 41. I'm going to get that to 50 and then put that on pause to do daily mission shards. Standard perk bonus is going to max level. After after standard perk bonus is done, I might do a little bit into perk auto pick ranking. When I told everyone that this was only level 2, everyone was like, "Oh my god, like how do you AFK?" And I'm just like, I don't really AFK farm. I mean, I don't really do overnight runs like that. And if I do, I just set up a blender run and I turn on auto pick perks and I just hope for the best. It's not really a big deal for me. I mean, yes, I guess I could make more coins because I guess what happens is I end up picking the wrong. It ends up picking the wrong perks that could make my runs go shorter. But I would rather have a short run that ends like 500 waves early than do no run at all, in my opinion. So it's whatever. So yeah, daily mission shards. I want to max this out. It's only 50 levels. This would be really cool because I would like to level up my modules. Getting them to level 140, I believe, unlocks another slot for them, which would be great if you have Ancestral stuff, or I guess Mythic too, Mythic and above. But yeah, and then I put a little bit into the Golden Bot. Now, according to right now, if you go to my ultimate weapons, my chain lightning damage, I kind of went overboard with it. I kind of put it to 1,000 times because I wanted to. One of the main reasons was to survive in the tournaments and to get milestone runs completed. Even though I've yet to complete tier 12, wave 4,500. I don't know if that's because I need more health or more damage. I don't know. Also, my chance is now 21.5 times. Also, we have, I think I put one upgrade into the smart missile damage. Don't ask me why. It's whatever. I think I did. I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember. I know Death Wave cooldown is now 2 minutes, which brings my Multiverse Nexus average to about, I think it's like 89 seconds, I think now. I'll put that up on the screen real quick. Anyways, Chronofield duration is now 43 seconds here. My black hole duration is now 31 seconds. My spotlight angle is now 44. With my dimension core, it's 55-degree angle because of the module effect. I had thoughts of getting the 4th spotlight. Well, because of the way I die to bosses and stuff, I was honestly thinking about saving up for my next ultimate weapon, which I probably would choose Inner Landmines at this point for 2,400 stones, although that would take a while to save up. In the meantime, I do have econ stuff that I still need to max out. So I'm probably going to max out my my GT cooldown first. There's only 2 upgrades left. Next one's 644. So that'll take another 2 tournaments, I guess. So by next week, probably I could get this leveled up. And then I guess I want to do, if I could get my Death Wave down, I guess to match the Golden Tower, maybe. If I get the Death Wave down to like 1 minute and 40 seconds, assuming it doesn't cost too much, I guess. I don't know. But the only thing I'm afraid of is I want to well, I mean, I'm using Multiverse Nexus, so the Golden Tower will still be in sync with the Black Hole, even though right now it's a 4-to-1 sync. But I don't know. I guess with durational, who knows? I'll have to figure that one out myself. But yeah, I think my stone should go to either Spotlight Angle or the Golden Tower cooldown. Spotlight Angle because Spotlight coin bonus is maxed. I have a decent angle and it makes a decent amount of coins, so maybe I could do that. And then Smart Missiles, I'm probably not going to touch. The only way I would touch Smart Missiles is if I get like 2 or 3 stone packs and then I could like invest in them. I guess it would be like the cooldown and then the quantity and then the damage. I don't know. Or like the cooldown and then the damage. Something like that. But I don't plan on doing that. So it would be better to, I guess, invest in my econ stuff first. Because I would like to make over 20 to 30 trillion coins a run. And I think the only things that are stopping me are probably my ultimate weapon cooldowns, and along with my generator module, along with the coin bonus here, enhancement, which is currently 1.2, but I would like to get that higher. But that'll be something for the future. So yeah. And then also, I guess the duration of my ultimate weapons too. Like, I would like to get my black hole up more. Obviously, right now it is 31 seconds. I would get that up a little bit more, maybe another second or two. I don't know. The prices begin to creep up there. And then the golden tower duration, I still have one level left on that, so that would be 47 seconds. And then maybe I could start to work on that. I don't know. If you guys think there's something better for me to work on for that, I guess just let me know, and I'll go from there. I don't know. I'm kind of confused right now. I'm kind of confused whether to either save up for inner landmines, get my 4th spotlight, or just focus on my golden tower cooldown to max level, which is going to take about, I think, like 1,500 stones probably or so. Because this level is 644, and then the one after that's like 800 and some change. I don't remember the exact cost. But yeah. And then I'm going to try and focus more on my on my level skips. Right now, 282 and 281. I don't think these were ever this high. So I guess the respec was definitely worth it. I'm going to do another run or two with this Orbless Devo setup just to see what happens. I do want to try it with Anti-Cube, though, instead. These were the cards I used for it. I forgot to mention, my cards are all maxed out, by the way. I don't really think that needs to be said, really, because I guess it was sort of assumed at this point after seeing what I used. But yeah, but for this, I use Wave Skip, Crit Coin, Berserker, Extra Orb, Health, Landmine Stun, Wave Excel, Regen, Crit Chance, Coin. All the regular Devo cards, except I put in Energy Net. And early on, I put in the Cash. And later on, I take out the Cash and I put in Extra Orbs. I don't start with Extra Orbs because I leave Damage and Berserker in early for the Death Wave ring, and then once the Death Wave goes down, I take out the Damage and Berserker card, and the whole time the ultimate weapons, they're off, obviously, the damage ones, until later on. Yeah, so that's that. And other than that, I want to try this again and see how it goes, and that should be all for right now. Hopefully this was a quicker episode. Anyways, as I was saying before, I would like to thank everyone for over 1,000 subs. Next stop is 2,000. And yeah, that sums it up for this episode. Thank you guys, and I will see you all next time.